welcome. Today we're going to do a video for our drummers again. This is one of our beginner lessons. It's going up on groundbreakcreative.com. We're building up a set of lessons there. We're just we're doing all instruments, so we do keyboard, drums, guitar, bass. When I say all instruments, we do those ones. I told a kid once that we'll teach you whatever instrument you want to learn. He goes, can you teach the harp? And I went, oh no, I don't know how to play that. So when I say all instruments, drums, bass, guitar, keyboard is pretty much what we do. So today we're going to look at how to hold drumsticks properly. So this is our second lesson. Jump on the website, you'll find our first lesson, which was all doing basic rudiments and exercises, learning to play in time. Today we are upgrading to at least part of a drum kit. I've got a snare drum here with me today to help me work out the best way to hold drumsticks. So basically we're going to give you the process to go through to find a comfortable way to hold them, but it's the sort of thing that you don't want to overthink too much, because you can think about getting all this stuff right so much that you end up putting yourself in an uncomfortable position. Whatever you end up with needs to be comfortable. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Maybe make small adjustments, move things around a little bit. It's got to feel right for you. But we're going to give you the formula basically to find what's called a matched grip. That means a grip that's matched to you, not to me, not to some other drummer, but to you. Right. So I'll just tilt the camera down. And here's what we're going to do. So I'm sitting on a drum stool. I've got my snare drum. You can sit at the whole drum kit. I'm just simplifying it. And then what we want to do is we want to just drop our arms at our sides. Okay, so the important thing here is I don't want to be, when I say drop your arms at your sides, there's a tendency to do this and start to slouch, but I don't want to sit at the drum kit slouch. If you're in the habit of doing this, that's a good habit to get out of, because that's going to limit pretty much every movement you make, because you're already lowering yourself, you're already down here. You want to sit straight with your shoulders back, nice and tall. It'll make you look twice as confident, but it will also help you move around the kit a lot easier. Okay, so that's the first thing. Make sure that you've got your back nice and straight, shoulders back, and drop your arms at your side. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift them up. So I'm not going to worry about what my hands are doing, they'll just relax. And I'm just going to bend at the elbows and bring my hands up. So you'll see there's a position there where my hands have landed. That might be different for you, but this is how it looks for me. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a drumstick in there, in both sides, like that. So that gives me a rough starting point. Okay, and then I want to look at the hand. So we'll look at one individually. So what I'm creating here is like a pivot point. So my thumb is on the back. For me, it's not quite straight up the stick. So if that was straight up the stick, I'm slightly turned. And then the front, my first finger there, is opposite on the other side of the stick. And that creates this pivot point. So I don't want to hold on to drumsticks real hard, where the stick can't move, because I want that stick to do some of the work for me. So I want it to be loose enough that it can move, not so loose that it's going to fall out of my hand all the time. Good tip is to always keep spare drumsticks where you can reach them while you're drumming, in case you do drop drumsticks. It does happen. Okay, so the other thing I want to look at is the back of the stick. So I'm going to get a bit of rebound off the stick sometimes, and I want it to hit in a nice solid bit of my hand there. I don't want it to be whacking me in the middle of the hand there all the time. So I like to have it just on that side there. Cool. So now the thing is, whereabouts on the stick are we going to hold? Okay, so the way we find that is, now we're going to utilize the drum, and we're going to find the place we get the best rebound from. So if I come back here, that's quite a long way back, right at the end of the stick, and I drop that on the snare. Okay, there's not a lot there. If I come right up short, which is going to be awkward to even drop the stick because it's heavier at the back than the front, there's basically nothing. So coming further back, I'd say there's pretty good. So for me, that's where it's going to be. Okay, obviously we don't drum like that normally. So for me, on these ProMark sticks, that is right at the edge of the ProMark logo there. Okay, so another thing to talk about is the type of sticks to use. 5A is a number that is generally very common. Normally I would use a 5B. These are because a 5B is just slightly heavier. These are a 2B that are really quite a thick stick, and the only reason I've got these is because a guy that was borrowing my stick was a rim shotter, hit the rim all the time, that chewed through the stick, so I got thicker sets so that they would last longer basically before they got all the way through. But that is a simple way to find where you can hold the drumsticks without overcomplicating it, without getting too fancy. Make sure that it feels comfortable. Play around the kit a bit with it, with them like that. But that is the basics of finding a way to hold the sticks. I hope that has helped you out. Remember, check out our lessons, groundbreakcreative.com. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos, all things music, all the instruments. We'll see you next time.